Welcome everyone, Makozi Racing Internacional salutes you. This is the stream for the Nations Cup. Just the race replay this time. And yeah, we're going to see what happened here in this race. Because I didn't want to sacrifice the internet. At this point the internet seems to be a bit weaker. Some of the services, they're lowering the qualities, so it's kind of a general problem right now. And last time I streamed, I got disconnected from the first split, so the first slot, so I decided to hold off this third slot and stream this one. But yeah, qualified in third. What am I talking about? Second. And Lachlan, he qualified on pole position. Cody was right behind me in third. Then we have Melgi in fourth, and ExS1R2 in fifth. So let's have a look and see what happened. Yeah, it's okay, Lachlan. It's okay. Yeah, it's a shame what happened to you though. So. First lap. We're looking for ways to overtake early on in the race. Got another member, Makozi Academic. He started in 8th. He's dropped down temporarily to 9th, but we'll see how he progresses as well. Yeah. Moving on. At this point, Lachlan is just... Oh, made a small mistake there. Okay, yeah, hi GDX, and yeah, thanks Monster. I already finished the race though. So yeah, this is just showing the replay. Lachlan makes a mistake, goes wide. I go on the inside trying to get the place. Holds the inside, I have to go on the outside, take off a little bit. That leaves Cody and and Lachlan stay in front. Metal Gear follows through. He's got a much better run. Lachlan there, he gets forced a tiny bit wide. Leaves Metal Gear the opportunity to maybe go for a pass. Back in the background, Makozi Academic, he's jumped up to 7. That's good. Making his way back up through the field. Yeah. Oh, Metal Gear breaks a little bit too late. Forced Lachlan off, and he drops down to 7th. Really a long way away from first at this point, and he's got no option but to try and redeem some of this. ExS1R2 actually gets forced off. Road rash. Let's have a look at that. A little bit of nudging there, but it's all good. Turn 1 of lap 3. Metal Gear goes to the inside. Cody starts defending, but it's just a little bit too late. It breaks late, goes on the inside, gets the move done. I go on the inside, I take away second from Cody. So right now it's 5 guys within, let's say, 2 seconds of each other. So on the inside of ExS1R2 again. ExS1R's going to have the dirty tires. Okay, this is what happened. He had dirty tires and he went off. back in front. I'm trying to find a way to get past Metal Gear. He really is putting up a solid defense, so it's very hard to find a way through at this point. I have to watch out for Cody because Cody, he's right there as well, and you see I had to take off a slightly bit earlier to avoid Metal Gear, and Cody's still going full pace, still being careful. He brakes a tiny bit early, but not quite early enough. Unfortunately, gives me a small tab. Nothing serious. I don't go off. He doesn't go off, so it's fine for now. On the outside of Metal Gear. Trying to find a way through, but just doesn't seem to work. Yeah, just really throwing the car around, seeing what works, what doesn't. That race was unhealthy, the amount. Yeah, Cody. I was just surprised, like how hard it was to actually get something like a move done. You can see Metal Gear, he immediately goes to defend, and every time there's a chance of me going on the inside, he's there to defend. So again, we're right behind, like almost side by side. I have to take off earlier. Already gives me a really small tap. I hit Metal Gear. And this is really slowing us up at this point because our times are not great. These times are really not fast, and lets people from behind actually catch up a bit more. Road Rash is there too. I had to make a big mistake to overtake. Yeah, or they had to leave them enough room. So there's also that. Try to go on the outside, there's just no room for that. Cody pulls off, stays in third, I maintain second. So then Makozi Academic in fifth, he's jumped up from 8th, dropping down to 9th, and he went back up into the position he is in now, so he's looking pretty good at this point. I think it was here. I got a small tap from Cody. Yeah, I got a small tap from Cody, and that was just lag. So I went into the back of Metal Gear, and that's all good. We will maintain position. It's just a little bit of a iffy moment there. Try to get the cut back. Metal Gear, he blocks immediately, so I had to go on the brakes even. Because he's just slightly nudging in. What's Road Rash doing here? Road Rash braking very late. Gets to the apex, just goes a tiny bit wide and nudges Cody off. Takes position back. At this point, I try to avoid Road Rash just a little bit by going off wider at the apex. because he's sending it down the inside. Once again, after trying to find a way in front of Metal Gear is just really difficult. See, this is I got a small tap here from Road Rash behind. Yeah, and I'll go off. He's academic. He takes off. Lets me back through. Road Rash. He goes off a little bit. Drops it on back to fourth. This lets Cody jump into second, and he's going to start trying to attack Metal Gear. Just a tad, yeah, just a little bit. It's fine. It's expected. These are rally cars. It's hard to be consistent with these sort of vehicles. Ooh, car racer, rocking so. Going very deep, having to use the gravel. Rally cars are great on gravel, but they're not quite as fast as they are on tarmac. At this point, it's really a three-way fight between me, Metal Gear, and Cody. Way to get past. His tires are being worn out, and I even have to take off so to avoid hitting him. There's the academic there, sliding the poser, going very wild back there, trying to catch up, trying to keep up. He's doing great at this point. Be getting a lot of points if you finish this way. Next race, Cody, we'll see. It depends. I mean, we're not going to improve on the points anyway, so. Hey mate, how did you go? Hey Byron, what did I do? I came second, less than a tenth away from Metal Gear. So here I on the inside, I take away second from Cody. He goes a bit wide to account for that. Just lets me by nice and easily. There's no point in fighting. See, he's just going to be following for the next few laps. Here I almost make it work on the outside, but I have no room whatsoever. So I go on the inside, try to still Metal Gear the dummy. It works. Trying to hold the outside, trying, and it just couldn't make it hold. Metal Gear probably, what's his tire like? Yeah, his tires are a bit more used, so he probably lost control. That's why he forced me off. Unwillingly, obviously. And in the midst of all this, this lets guys like Makozi Academic, Evil One, Road Rash, Rosmo, everyone in the top 10, it lets them catch up, which is good. This is making the race a lot more interesting. You can see Cody there, he's going off a little bit wide. This lets me focus on Metal Gear slightly. This time again, I get forced off. Doesn't really leave too much room there. Let's see from Cody's perspective. Yeah. Makozi Academic onto the podium position for top split. That's if he finished this way, it would have been amazing. One of his best results ever. So at this point, he was making some small mistakes. I flashed him saying, "Never mind, I'd like to get through." It's a bit late, lets me by. I put on the hazard lights saying thank you, and he's in the slipstream now, so should be able to keep up. You can see making some errors there, the car sliding a bit too much. That's not going to help the tyres either. Yeah. At this point it was all about catching up to Metal Gear. The process set the fastest lap. Got away from Academic, who what is his tire like compared to mine? Yeah, so struggling a little bit. It's doing okay in some aspects, but yeah. Anyway, this was crucial. This part here. Metal Gear brakes late. Cody goes on the inside. I did not follow him through though, because I thought that Metal Gear was not going to make that mistake, and I was actually trying to get on the inside of Cody, so that compromised my exit. I couldn't follow through on that move, unfortunately. Oh man, he was very angry at me. Ah, I wonder what that was for, Byron. Well, see, he's making a mistake. If I send it on the inside, there's a good chance that he's going to get forced off wide, so I don't want to do that. Pull off. Punted it. Nah, Byron. That's not the Makozi way. You want to show respect to get respect. Yeah, here this was a mistake of mine that I should have known that this was coming. Metal Gear does that mistake, and had I pulled back a little bit, I wouldn't have had to get on the brakes, and I would have been able to get a much obvious cutback, get the move done. But unfortunately, I didn't know exactly at that moment. I didn't have enough situational awareness, and yeah, because he did a good. Yeah, he did very well. See right there, he's fighting for fourth. Let me just show this real quick. Also, Cody, this is what I wanted to apologize for. I went on the inside, and I got touched first, and I lost control. So when did I start braking? I actually start braking a lot earlier than I would on a normal racing line, but you can see that Metal Gear, he's going into my line, and that causes contact, and that goes into you, and I'm sorry about that, Cody. If that didn't happen, you could have maintained the lead, and I pulled off so you could keep second. Sorry. Tell your father that I said you did a great job. Yeah. Thanks, Byron. Phillips. So, Metal Gear's tires, my tires, Cody's tires. So Cody is he's struggling a bit with tire wear at this point, and when you compare that to me, it's really a significant difference. If you go to someone like further down, yeah, he's got pretty much the most tire of the group, so he won't be able to get through the corners quite as fast as he would like. Makozi Academic defending, getting a tap from Evil One. Evil One goes on the inside. Rosmo is bound to follow. He does. He takes the wide line and has to sacrifice those two positions. unfortunately. But still, 6 is it's not bad. It's much better than we're used to seeing him. It's still very solid for now. Anyhow, moving ahead. Cody makes a mistake. Brakes late. The car's sliding. Tire wear's starting to kick in. And yeah, he goes off. Well, good mate. I didn't have the perfect pace. Oh yeah. Yeah, because you lagged out first race, ended up being my points fault. Yeah, I saw that, Byron. I was actually streaming the start, the pre-lobby, trying to get in, and the stream cut out for a second. I was like, oh no, that must mean that something's wrong with the internet. So, indeed, that was in fact the problem, and yeah, I started matchmaking, but I actually got disconnected on my side. It showed that I disconnected before I even got into matchmaking, but on the other side of things, on the server, in the rest of Oceania, it was showing up for you guys that I've actually entered. So yeah, that was a bit strange. Hasn't happened really before, but yeah. And after that, I had to go and do something, so I couldn't get into second spot. But yeah, see here, Nogi immediately goes on the inside, goes defensive. He takes a slightly wider line to force me to go even further on the outside. That's all good. So, defensive driving. See, I'm showing my nose. I'm trying to get him to do something, to get him into a mistake, so I can try and find a way around. And going for sudden moves like this, when my tires let me do that, I immediately go left, as if I'm going on the inside. He has to go on the inside. I go out so I can get a better exit, and that works. And there was no room on the inside. And yeah, touched the grass a little bit here, nothing I could do. And yeah, he holds first. And this is really good defending on his part. He knows how to place his car exactly where he needs to. Still, I'm just throwing the car around, putting in different lines to somehow find a way in front of him. Last lap. Brakes late. And this time I pull off. I want to try and get the cut back, but it's not enough. By around this time, time is running out. I can't. There's not much more I can do. This front's all used up. When you get to that point, you can move, and you can see here I go to the right, immediately changes line. Again, from side to side of the track, there's making his car as wide as the track. Unfortunately, I just can't do anything. I can't find a way past. Here, I don't know, I could have... See that hesitation right there? But there was a bit of hesitation in that last corner, and if I fought that, if I found the confidence somehow to push a bit more, I might have made it stick. But again, it was right there. And sorry about this, I'll just go right towards the last lap. Okay, and here we are. This was my mistake. I pull off early, doesn't get the corner the greatest, and I still have to take off again. Just show that. Get to it. Go full throttle, and I see that I'm gaining on him a little bit too much, so that it wouldn't end in a collision. So I have to take off, and I push again. And that small hesitation was what might have cost me. But you can see, I would have had to gotten a lot more of a momentum through that last corner to have made it work. So in the end, we finished second. Narugi in first, Cody in third, Evil 1 fourth, Rosmo fifth. Makozi Academic starting in eighth, jumps up to sixth. He was third at one point, but yeah, still it's a very strong result for him. G Masters, Lachlan, Roy Rash, and Dylan lining up the top 10, almost losing it to Nick Mannikin there in the Toyota 86. Yeah, should we use a graph? Nah, that would have been too much. Yeah, that's gonna do it for now, guys. That was the replay of the third slot of the Nations Cup. See you tomorrow for the Manufacturer Series, and till next time, good luck with your races. Enjoy the rest of your day, and remember, driving with the best.